What's the best comeback to it? Wow, you talk. You're always so quiet. Response. Honestly, as childish as it is, I often just stick my tongue out. Person shrugging. Female sign. A 10-second stare followed by just turning away. Well, unlike you, I know when to shut the fuck up. I do, with people I like though. You never talk to me. Just start making noises. Well, if you have nothing nice to say, it's better to say nothing at all. Asterisk. No one plans a murder out loud. Asterisk. Maybe when I'm around you, and let them bask in it. Quality over quantity. I just think it's funny how some people can talk so much and say so little. Just smile. You talk enough for the both of us. Better to keep your mouth shut and let people think you're stupid rather than open it and remove all doubt. Mark Twain. I can seeing. Care to join me? Followed by an uncomfortable stare. I wish I could come up with some sarcastic comment on the spot when it happens, like, you talk enough for two, or, because I know how to listen, but in reality I usually just explain that I have a weak voice and am not usually heard, therefore get talked over. So I just give up on talking in general for that conversation. I'm also really shy around people I don't know. I had a child ask me if I ever talk and I said, no, I don't talk. I think out loud. He spent months arguing with me that people couldn't think out loud. He would ask every adult he saw if it was possible and they always said yes. Write I am mute on a piece of paper. Convince everyone that it's true, too. I've posted this before, but I was teasing a co-worker once about being quiet and a mutual friend of ours piped up. Maybe he's just quiet around you because he doesn't fucking like you. We laughed about it. But I sure as hell don't tease people about being quiet anymore. Yeah, I guess I'm just not a chatty person. 9 times out of 10. When someone says that, it isn't a personal attack. They're just trying to make conversation. And they go for the only thing they know about you, which is that you're quiet. Because you never fucking talk to people so they can find something to talk about with you. Eat my ass, Karen. As much as we want to be defensive when people say this, the reason why they point it out is because it makes them feel self-conscious. I've never really said much more than, yeah, I'm pretty reserved sometimes. They learn that it's who I am, not a reflection of how I feel around them personally. They see I've confidently owned it, and they end up respecting that. I definitely understand the frustration though. It's such an unwelcome shift of attention and this sudden pressure. Witty comebacks just read as rude sometimes though, even though their question reads as rude to us. Start using sign language. I was raised by librarians. I know. Right. You need to sell it with that amount of enthusiasm and volume. That person will never bug you again. Hashtag IHAVEPROBLEMSWITHVOLUMECONTROL. This isn't a retort, but I've often found that when a social group considers a particular person quiet, it's often because they're not listened to or spoken over in the group conversation, so they tend to stay quiet. I have a few beautiful friendships with people considered quiet by others simply because I engaged with them, gave them space to reply and listened to them from that we realized that we had cool things in common and friendships blossomed from there. People listening to reply, not to hear and engage with what the person is actually saying, is one of our biggest shortcomings as humans. We just don't pay attention sometimes. Wait, you can see me? My mother would occasionally ask my father why he didn't talk more in social situations, and my father would reply, sometimes it's better for people to wonder why you didn't say anything than to wonder why you did.